evening. Today is the 13th day of February 2015, and I'm happy to introduce an old friend, Aruna, to join us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aruna.
Thank you so much.
I remember your mother so lovingly because she was my savior in the Matrimondia nursery. But I'd like to talk about you first, and when you first remember meeting or seeing Mother.
I was literally, I can say, born here. I was born after 20 years of my parents' marriage. I came here when I was 8 months old, on 12th August. And mother sent Datta. There was a lady staying with her, Datta. So she sent her the same day in 10 o'clock that I want to look at the baby. Then Datta went back home. Next day when my mother went to see Datta, to see mother, she told her that this girl is conscious of a previous birth. I see children when they complete 3 years always, but her, I will see her when she completes 2 years. So I got the pleasure of seeing Mother's darshan 1 year earlier. Not only that, I was very, very lucky that I had the pleasure of sitting and playing in the Mother's lap.
And you remember it?
No, I was
No.
just 3 years
Your
old.
your mother told
I
you,
can't
yes.
remember it.
But
Yeah,
when-
my mother
what-
told me.
What is your first memory of Mother?
We were coming from childhood here. So twice in a year my parents came, in February as well as August. So we were always here only, I can say from birth I've seen her. When you grow up, I've seen her, Sri Aurobindo's darshan, both I was just 5 years old. So we are seeing her every day, and then I studied here. So Mother is always there from the beginning, just...
You said you saw Sri Aurobindo?
Yes, because when children were 4 years, we could go to Sri Aurobindo. And my parents came, I have to look there. My parents came August as well as February darshan. And we were allowed to pass to Sri Aurobindo. So 6-8 times I've seen him, and 1950 when he left the body, that time also I was there. And that time 3 times we could go to him, morning, evening from 7th, 8th and 9th, because there was not a big crowd those days. So we could go in the morning to see him, evening to see him, again next day morning. So Sri Aurobindo's darshan I've had, and I remember him. I was though 6 years old, but I can remember having seen him. And Mother was always there looking after us. I was staying in the hostel. One of the incidents I will tell you, I was staying in cottage boarding.
Oh.
Ganpatram was looking after it. Every day, Mother would ask him questions about his work and then inquire about me. And she would tell him we used to go to balcony darshan early morning, take bath and go. She said Aruna is not used to cold water, so see that she gets hot water and she'll become sick. And every second day she would ask him. She gave her hot water, no? Because there was no geyser in those days.
Yes.
So we had to have a hot water bucket. I was feeling so bad that all my friends went away and I was the last to go. So I was going to go and tell Mother that please let me take bath with cold water so that I can go with my friends. Unfortunately, luckily I didn't go. And now I feel so blessed that I didn't go and how she was taking care of me. That little incidents,
Do you recall other incidents also with Mother, like on your birthday?
Oh, we used to go 5 times to Mother on our birthdays. That was the best thing. Early morning, 6 o'clock. then in the general queue, um, in the meditation hall, then at 12 o'clock, then at 4 o'clock when she went to playground, and in the evening at night, after, as well as in playground, as well after the playground at night. So 5 times we used to have her darshan on the birthdays, and that was the, we're looking forward to when our birthdays come so that we can visit her more.
So,
And when my mother used to come in August and February, so, and our result would come in December, results. She would tell my mother in February, you saw, she has done so well in sports, she has done so well in studies. So she would give report to my mother, after 2 months I have come. So mother has looked after me, I can't tell you.
let's talk a little bit about your mom. Because, as I say, she was my guardian angel in the nursery. She would come regularly to the nursery, and always, when there was no money, she would give me enough money to pay the labor. And she had a heart of gold, I feel. I mean, I'll never forget her and her generosity. Tell us a little bit about your memories of your mother.
We came to Pondicherry. She came first time in 1934.
34.
My grandfather came in 1926. And then he told her about Pondicherry and ashram. But because of some circumstances, she could not come before 34. She saw the mother on 12th August in the general meditation. She saw her and she started crying. Tears went on, would not stop. Next day, a gentleman, a sadhak called Nagin Doshi, wrote to Sri Aurobindo that there was one woman crying and couldn't stop her tears. Was her psychic coming in front? Sri Aurobindo wrote back that no, she is already in touch with the mother from previous birth. My mother didn't know a word of English and she was wondering how I'll talk to the mother, how to converse with her. Then she went back and took tuitions and started studying so that next time when she came, she was able to speak to the mother in broken English, but she could converse with her.
Did she tell you about Sri Aurobindo? Did your mother tell you about Sri Aurobindo?
Yes.
Darshans that she went?
Yes, she saw him also and tears fell. And that time they were going near Sri Aurobindo and they would bless them.
Yes.
Yes. And she used to write letters to him. He would reply. She would send mangoes to the mother and Sri Aurobindo would reply that thank you, the mangoes were very nice. She would write that I want to see mother, I want to see you for some time. And Sri Aurobindo would reply that yes, you can come tomorrow at 10 o'clock. She has got about 3 albums full of her letters. We have preserved them. Mother and Sri Aurobindo has written. So we have got those letters.
Perhaps the next time you come,
Yes.
you could bring one album and we could photograph it.
I was thinking of that. Sure.
We would like to do that.
I was going to bring one of the letters I had, but in a hurry I forgot. If we used to stay far away, mother used to allocate the houses to us. And because the children were there, she had to give house far away. She was apologized in the letter that I'm sorry I've given you a house far away because the children cannot bear the atmosphere of the ashram. Young children cannot, so I have to give you a house far away.
What was your schooling like here?
It was very nice. Actually, I was joined in between. So I told my mummy that I want to study here only. So she went to the mother and told her that she is not. I said, I won't come back. I want to stay here only and study. That was, I think, 7th standard or 6th or 5th, I don't remember. 1955. So mother said, what is the problem? She can join school tomorrow. And she put me in the dortoir boarding. And I started school. And because I didn't know French, I had to study extra. I studied for 5 years here. And mother would take really care and see. And she told me, any problem you ever have, you come directly to me. Don't go to anybody else. After 5 years, 1959 or something, I don't know what happened to me, and I went back to Bombay to study, complete my studies. I told the mother called me, and I just didn't know why I wanted to go back. Maybe some new souls were going to come. I went back in 59 and joined college there. Then when after a year, my mummy came to Pondicherry, then mother asked her that what have you thought about your daughter's marriage? So my mother said, she's so young yet. She's studying. How can you think of a marriage? So mother said, in olden days, girls got married early. So they started getting my marriage ready. And I got married in 62. And in 64, I completed my studies. So after marriage, I studied for 2 years. Then the children were born. Every child, mother would send blessings for the letter and blessings for both the children were born. And both my children have mother's darshan. They've come, my husband. So I feel very happy that all the 4 of us are blessed by the mother.
Do you remember your birthday cards?
I've got heaps, yes. Because every year she would send us birthday cards. If I was in Bombay also, she would send me, and my daughters would also have. So that's a very, very good memory.
Tell us a little more about Saralaben.
She used to come Pondicherry August and February darshan. For the last 60 years, she did not miss any February or August darshan. Very first time she came in 1934. And whenever she was here, mother would see her every day for 15 minutes, every day. And the day she is going back, mother would write down, means she goes in February, mother would write down August 10th at 10 a.m. appointment for the next meeting. So the first year, my mother told the mother that I cannot afford to come twice in a year. So I will come only once. So you please cancel the August meeting. Mother didn't cancel it. Next week or something was my father's birthday. So on his birthday, she wrote blessings, health and prosperity. And my father was so uneducated, he didn't know how to speak English. But what blessings she gave, that he created a wonderful firefighting business, which earned topmost in India and made name in abroad also. That much prosperity blessing she gave.
So your mother was able to come twice?
Yes. And when she came, she would go to the mother every day, and mother would hold her hands and tell her, okay, let us do meditation together. We will concentrate here, she would say, and hold her hand, and they would meditate. After the meditation, mother would kiss her forehead every time. And so like that, for 60 years, she did not miss any. And mother was not well. she would not be seeing people because sometimes of her health, but she always saw my mother. She said, "You come so far from me. How can I disappoint you?" So even if she would not see the regular people, she would meet my mother alternate days when she was not well. But always she was there.
Did she have a name, a nickname? She was known.
Yes,
Yes.
there were 4 Sarlas in those days.
Ah,
And to distinguish between them, mother wrote Sarla M behind my mom's name as Mother's Sarla.
that's
So
what I
she was known
remember.
as Sarla M, Mother's Sarla, so that we know whom we are talking about.
Did mother say anything to you about past lives?
No.
She just knew that you were aware.
She was, yes, she didn't say anything.
Can you remember any other special moments with mother? Maybe from school or when you came back?
I came back. Then when my elder daughter was born, my mother came here with her. My parents brought her and she was just 2 years old. So my mom would come back fast from the mother. She would not sit long. She said the baby is alone at home. So mother told, from tomorrow bring her with you. So half an hour every day, my daughter would sit with mother. Mother would give her a chocolate, keep for a small bag ready for her, and she would sit there. And my mom and the mother would do meditation and talk. So my daughter also was very, very lucky to be in her at that atmosphere for half an hour every day when she came. Yes. And second daughter was born that time. Mother was not well and she wasn't seeing people. So she saw her after she was 4 years old. She could not see the mother when she was young. After third birthday, she saw the mother. So I feel very blessed that all the children and everything with the mother, so close to the mother. Actually, my 5 generations we are coming to Pondicherry. My grandfather came in 26 and now my grandchildren are coming regularly. So 5 generations we are blessed by the mother.
Do you recall when you got a little bit older anything with Sri Aurobindo when you went to darshan of him? Touching your head or anything?
No, I was just
Too
6
young,
years old
too-
when he
too-
left the body.
Too young, yes.
So I've seen him, I know that. But
Yeah, yeah. And sports in ashram, sports?
yes, I've won many times, many prizes. And we used to get a card that time. So horse cross, agility, and all those running. So every year I used to get first in some time, second in something. So I've got many cards, memories of the sports.
Mother would sign?
Yes, she would write herself and sign first, second, third, and she would watch. She used to come to see us do it. And so when we are doing I forgot it, pole vault or something, I don't remember what, high jump. And she would say, you stand wrong, you are standing a little too close. She used to watch everything. So it was wonderful seeing, doing all the exercises with mother watching us.
Yes.
Once we had a wrestling we were doing. We were very young. So one of my friends, we were I think 10 years old. And wrestling or boxing, I don't remember, but I punched the boy and he fell down. So mother started laughing that because so I remember all that. She used to be always there watching us when we did all the sports activities.
And who who were you close to in the ashram of the older sadhaks, such as Nolini or Pavitra, Amrita?
Everybody, everybody.
Tell us about them. Tell us about Nolini.
I mean, close to them means they would come and meet us, or Dyuman Bhai was very close.
Ah.
Yes, he used to come home, he used to remember us and take us to Gloria, and he would always write letters to me, Miss, that now your birthday is coming, are you coming to Pondicherry? Or your daughters are coming. So he was in constant touch with us, Dyuman Bhai. Nalini used to write when mother would give any message to tell us that your mother has called you for the darshan or something. Then he would come and tell us.
Ah.
But Dyuman Bhai was constantly in touch. And I have all his letters.
Oh.
He has written, yes.
Yeah, this is priceless, and we should
Yes, preserve them.
should preserve them. Yes. And we can scan them very carefully.
Yes.
So
Yes,
when you come next time, we should do that.
I will, yes, yes.
And what about Champaklal?
Champaklal ji was there, he knew us very well, but he wouldn't speak. He had taken what you call
It's vow of silence.
Maun Vrat, so he
Yes.
would not speak. So only by signs. So there was no contact with him, means
Yeah.
we couldn't talk to him.
And what about Udar or
Pujalal Bhai was there.
Pujalal was there?
He was a great poet. He used to write. And my parents used to come so often, so we knew him very well. He gave the name of my daughter Janvi. Pujalal ji suggested the name.
Oh.
And Ambalal Purani ji we used to know very well. Ambu used to do exercise and yoga. So all the old sadhaks are very well known. But I don't remember anything special about them. I mean, interacting, because so many years have passed. I can't. Yes.
And your schoolmates, who were you good
Yes,
friends with?
Yeah, there are many. You must be knowing Preeti Ghosh.
Very
She
well.
was my classmate. Then there was one Tarini, Sweet. They were all, now nobody is here. Preeti is here. And
Preeti
a
is
few
here,
of,
yes.
Yes. The rest all have gone to different places. But we meet, we keep in touch, and we know everybody's birthdays. So Born Faith, once in a year we do that.
Aruna, it's been very special to be with you
Yes, I also had very nice time.
and to remember your mother especially. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.